Okay, welcome back to my Let's Play of XCOM 2 with many mods. We are underway. All our soldier situation is worked out. We've got a nice little team, although some of them are a little tired. They're a little tired after their first mission in the field, so they need to rest. But it's possible we won't get a mission in 10 days, but it's pretty unlikely. Alright, so let's work on getting this engineer. Getting engineers is good. They'll let you build more shit quickly. Hybrid materials has been researched. So now we can make shredder rounds. Shred armor, nanoscale vest, increase health. Good stuff. We have a breakthrough on modular assault rifles, meaning that for this specific technology we can research it quicker if we do it right now. But it's not really worth it. It's one additional upgrade slot for assault rifles only. It's not, and we'd have to spend 5 days on it. So we're just going to go with resistance communications. Now, those research times are mostly dependent on how many scientists you have, of which we have 0. So I don't know how anything is getting researched. It's like, it's the one guy, it's Tygan or whatever, doing it himself. Alright, we've cleared out some debris in our ship, so we can build things. The guerrilla tactics school, I suppose, is good as anything. That'll take 7 days. We got the engineer, so that's good. We can do things with an engineer, such as clearing more debris. And we're about to... Yeah, I guess we'll go with
Avenger plotting new course.
Resistance ring has been built. So with this, we can do covert actions, which are oriented around the 3 special factions in the game: the Templars, Skirmishers, and Reapers.
Eager to proceed.
We started at the Templar faction, so we know they exist. We know where they are, blah, blah, blah. But we can find the other 2 factions. So let's find the Reapers. Gotta assign a couple soldiers, just a couple rookies. They can handle it.
As allies.
And here we have a high priority mission from the Templars. Recover item from an advent vehicle. We get a scientist, which is good, and some intel. Sit reps, stealth insertion. Mission timers won't start until the squad breaks concealment. Location scout. We're able to observe all enemy movements, which is good. And silent conditions, so we can get even closer to enemies.
Setting course for Sector 15, South Africa.
Should be pretty easy. Alrighty. So our 2 corporals going with our Marauder with the shotgun and our Nemesis, who's the pyrotechnic guy. And then we have 3 rookies who can prove themselves. They can earn their armor this mission. Maybe. I think we're fine. I think everything's fine. Just do it.
Sky Ranger deployed.
Yep, this mission's gonna start soon, don't you worry.
We got a
tip that the aliens have been moving remote data collection vaults on Advent transport vehicles through this region. We've got an opportunity here to seize material critical to the alien project we picked up on, and it's the only way we're going to slow them down. Move in and secure the area. Eliminate all hostile contacts and recover the assets.
Alright, nice rainy nighttime city. Alright, so we gotta kill all the aliens, of course, and we can actually see where they all are right at the start, which is pretty uncommon. That does not happen too often. Do some scouting. We got pod on the bridge up there. Got this pod right surrounding the objective. And then we've got like one guy or something's going on here. Kind of doubt it's one guy, but alright. So, I'd kind of like to just take out the bridge, and then we can use that as a vantage point for this shit. That would be my idea. So, let's get to it. Now, they will be moving, of course, so we don't have complete, like, knowledge and confidence of what's happening. We don't know where they're moving to.
I am Harbinger.
This guy really seems alone. Odd.
He has been of your destiny.
Oh, okay, they're moving off the bridge, but that's fine. They're moving even further away. And the other pod is not going to move. They're going to stay surrounding, which is good.
Me muevo. Hagámoslo.
Move your butts!
Tout de suite. On a un groupe d'ennemis dans le secteur.
Okay, thank you for showing me.
Move, move, move.
Now, the tricky thing is it's hard to really distinguish
Attack the harbinger of your ascending.
pod, like, sight ranges, like how close you can get and fire at something without them being attracted to it. But I like the way this other pod is moving, so we should be fine.
En marcha.
Go, go, go!
D'accord. Good to go.
I know, you gotta be patient. There's no time limit right now. We could take all the time in the world. Whatever it takes to see the job done right. Still tempted to give it another turn, though.
Enseguida.
Boring as that may be. Yeah, I mean, a lot of my team is in pretty good position, but not all the team.
Hustle up!
Je suis dessus.
And
Moving to Overwatch.
just this is not the best ambush spot.
Me muevo.
Uh-huh.
Cannot bestow ascendance.
Alright, see, this I don't care for now because they're pretty damn close to each other. Those I mean, maybe if I, like, really shift over here, but I can't really shift over here. Can't really shift over here. I think it would be foolish. I think it would be foolish to initiate things in this position.
Scanning. Todo cubierto. Vista en el objetivo. Affirmatif. Je couvre la zone.
What is this guy doing? He's really just walking across the map.
Your picture of your perfection.
Now this is a little bit more appealing to me. Might be able to make this work. But we're you know, we'll get caught in a pincer pretty easily. So
Andando.
I think we're gonna still sheesh.
Voy a ello.
Double time. Go.
Still just gonna hold up.
Je m'en occupe.
Just not the right cover here. That's really the issue. Just not the right cover.
On Overwatch. Poniéndome en guardia.
And I don't like. Fuck this guy, man. God damn it. He really fucked everything up. What? I don't even know what to say about this guy. I mean, I've never encountered this one guy as part of a sole pod to himself walk across the map straight to me. All right, fuck it. Fuck it. This is gonna get really fucking messy, man. This is gonna get really fucking messy, man.
¿Está despejado? ¡Piña va!
Use everything we got.
Supongo que está bien.
Good, good. Earning that armor. I don't know when this car is gonna explode. They might both get a move before it does, and I frankly just don't want to risk it. Not if I can kill two in one turn like that. So screw it. All right.
J'y vais tout de suite.
Now pyrokinesis. Fuck shit up good. Fuck this guy up. He's dead. He just don't know it yet. That's something.
Let's do this.
Damn it.
Negative damage.
Okay. He died. He's got the flank, of course.
Fight as one.
But he decides to overwatch. 74% miss. Okay, it's looking good. Looking good.
Il s'acharne sur moi. Ah, je suis touché.
Fine, fine.
Not sure
No.
I can make it.
Okay. These are livable things. It's a question of where to move. All
Here
right.
I come. There's heavy fire in this zone.
17% chance to hit. You suck, dude. See ya. Thought about grenading the car, but I didn't have another good option for the shotgun guy. Or girl. Don't know. They are faceless, so it's hard to tell.
Boom!
Just a good amount of damage to 2 units, so I'm gonna take it. And we'll go for that. Nice crit, nice crit. We're mopping them up pretty dang good, aren't we? Nice, fire is good. Fire is good.
¿Qué hay ahí?
No, okay.
El blanco sigue en pie.
You did.
L'armure a amorti le coup.
Yeah. Alright, well, this started pretty tits up, as they say, but I think we've got this handled.
Si tú lo dices.
Nice hit. Not enough, though. But we do have pyrokinesis. I'll just destroy this person. Yeah, anything that's guaranteed damage is not too shabby.
Let's move already.
Nice. Make it look easy. It might, it kind of is easy.
Ya estoy.
We're not playing on Legend. Legend really modifies a lot of things.
Tengo el objeto.
So if it continues to be easy for like the next 10 missions or something, then we'll flip it over to Legend. But for now, let us bask in the badassery.
Recibido.
On me.
I don't think anything more pops up, but you never know.
En vigilance. Ready to engage. Scanning.
Do we have any better hacker? Is there any? I mean, how would I? Sometimes it lists the character stats, like all the stats, like hacking and stuff, but I don't think we have a better hacker. I doubt it. So fuck it.
Understood.
So hacking, you know, you have a tech score, a hacking score. The object has a tech score. Depending on how high or low yours is, you have a percentage chance to choose a reward. We're always guaranteed this thing, so no matter what, even if we fail, we don't fail. As long as you hack it, you're good. We win. But the rewards can usually be pretty interesting. Reducing contact costs or reducing average scanning times for different stuff on the world map. But unless we roll a crit, all right, we rolled pretty well, but not high enough.
Never look a gift gun in the barrel.
All right, Witch Mother was a excellent success. We did take some damage, so hey, we're not doing all these flawless missions.
All Advent gene therapy clinics will be closed tomorrow for equipment upgrades. Initial reports that the suspension of services were the result of dissident activity have been dismissed as radical propaganda.
All right, I think the rookies earned their armor. I think all of them did. No. Yes, all rookies earned their armor. Well, that's good. We are low on supplies, but we got a scientist. Let's go make some new squaddies. First, our Templar got another promotion. So I usually go with overcharge. So even if you don't kill something, you have a 33% chance to get focus, although he tends to kill stuff. And we can take shadow step so we don't trigger Overwatch. And our pyrotechnic. Take soul to hap. Sacrifice 1 HP for 1 action point. That's pretty good. Lightning hands. Fire your handgun at a target. Doesn't cost an action. Or we could grab Nature's Embrace for more fun stuff. So technically, we didn't take a sergeant thing because we don't have enough AP to get something else. So that little symbol will stay there for now. All right, Johan. What you got, Johan? What's your background? What's your story, kid? Plus 10 crit chance against Advent troops, plus 10 hacking, plus 3 mobility when working against Advent, and plus 20 hacking. Wow. We have a hacker. Johan the hacker. So, hacking involves... doesn't necessarily involve, but you're going to want it. The gremlin, which is a little small drone. So, there's a few specs that involve the gremlin. We want hacker, obviously. And then you could grab... You can grab medic, which uses the gremlin, but... And it's not like the worst idea to have someone else that can do good healing. You need a Dragoon, which is not the Final Fantasy Dragoon, I'm afraid. Instead, it uses the gremlin to more like provide armor and shield temporarily to allies. Or we have Machinist or Codebreaker. Which isn't... I think the Machinist is more about just, like, fucking up enemy machine stuff, whereas Codebreaker is more about specifically using the gremlin. So let's grab Codebreaker, but then we're also going to be using a gun. So we'll take something with the gun. And it doesn't have to be a rifle. We could throw a bullpup, we could throw a vector rifle on him, whatever we want, really. Let's go with, let's go with mercenary. Alright. Johan. You've earned your armor. I have to copy it. Hold on. There you go. There you go, lad. You're good to go. Alright, then we have Carol Diaz. Is this the second Diaz? Yes, Carlos and Carol. The Diazes. The Diazes. Alright, what do we got? Xenophobe. Hates aliens. Well, that's good. That's a good trait for being part of XCOM. You found the right organization. So they just deal extra damage against aliens. They also get plus 20 dodge. It's a very generic, all-rounder character. We can do all sorts of stuff with this. Let's make a samurai. Let's make a dual-wield melee unit. Someone that really just wants to get in there and fuck up all sorts of aliens. Now the samurai typically dual wields melee, but I don't think it's required you dual wield melee, because this lets you two-hand a melee, which I think is cool. So let's go with that, and let's go with Abyss Knight. Yeah, Abyss Knight. That's gonna be pretty. That's gonna be pretty good. And Carol, you have earned your armor. All right, Carol and Carlos. They are from different countries, though. Sad to say, one is from. This would be. If I knew. Well, I have an American education, so I don't know. There's only one flag I know. All right, give me a break. This is Mexico. That was gonna be my guess. So, hey, and I think this is Spain. All right. One's from Mexico, one's from Spain. But XCOM has united them. All right, and then we have Encarnacion Chavez, also from Mexico. All right, training discipline. This is a samurai origin, but it doesn't really matter. +3 mobility, +20 dodge, and iron will, +10 will. Okay. Make another psionic character. We could do... Okay, good. I just want to make sure I can back out of this, because I want to look at what we're missing at this point in time. We have this psionic character. We have the shotgunner. We've got our medic. We've got Carlos, who is our heavy weapon grenadier. Yeah. We've got a hacker. We've got a samurai. What we don't have, that I always like to have, it's not really necessary, we don't have a leader. I don't have a leader character. And this is a good fit because of the +3 mobility. Because whenever I have a leader character, that means they get a shield. Sort of a Captain America kind of thing. So the shield limits their mobility a little bit. So having the bonus there is definitely nice. Having the will is definitely nice, so they don't panic because they're the leader. So we want to scroll down to the shield stuff. Protector. There's also the Tanklin thing, but I've never used it. The Tanklin is like a secondary thing that's not a shield, but it lets them do tanky stuff. I don't know. I've never used it because I always like the aesthetics of the shield. So we're going to go with Protector, Gria Raptor. Those are the two shield things we have. There's one other one, the Stalwart. But I don't want to go with 3 shield stuff because we are still using a gun. And then we want something generally related to Overwatch, but really anything that's sort of a front line, like guardsman is fine. Yeah, let's go with fucking guardsman. That's fine. All right. There is our leader. You of course have earned your armor, but we need to fix your pose, because what the fuck? Hard luck. Come on now. You're a fucking leader. And I don't like your weapon being that color. I don't know why that's the default color, but alright. Okay. They are set. What was I working? Oh yeah, I was working on this.
Avenger plotting new course.
Resistance communications. So now we can build resistance comms, which is an important thing in building the resistance network across the planet. So basically, each continent is broken up into regions. And branching out from your starting region, you have to make contact with them and then build resistance towers or like communication towers in those regions so you can spread further.
Been modified to allow for their subordinates to receive new orders psionically. The implanted chip is the key.
All right. Cleared out some alien debris, but we don't have enough money to do anything. So that's a bummer. Okay, South Africa. Probably going to want to just take those supplies. That's really what we're short on. At the end of every month, we do get a big pile of supplies from XCOM headquarters or whatever. Whoever is actually running XCOM gives us a bunch of supplies. But in the meantime, we're on our own. All right, the Guerrilla Tactics School lets you grab a bunch of shit, but nothing we can afford. We can increase our squad size now if we had 50 supplies, but we don't. We might as well have our engineers working on something. And we have a Retaliation Site. So this is Advent attacking one of the Resistance havens, which includes a bunch of civilians. So these missions always involve civilian. And all we have to do is just kill them. We gotta kill them all. We got Location Scout again, so we can observe all enemy movements. That's nice. Collectors are here. Fine. And then Shadow Squad, we gain a single charge of the Conceal ability.
Setting course for the
Which means that once we lose concealment, we can enter concealment again, which is... it's good. That's good. Alright. Now that's a fucking team right there. That's a fucking team! Do we have... Okay. We don't need to hack anything on this mission, so I'd rather have a medic than a hacker. Everything else is fine. I mean, this will all be pretty good. The only thing I might change is these swords, probably for katanas, since he is a samurai. She is a samurai, I'm sorry. There you go. I mean, if you're gonna weeb it up, you might as well weeb it up. We can't really afford to build anything. Like, I mean, I'd like to have some of these. I guess we could build one, but fuck it. We're fine. We're fine. We're fine.
Sky Ranger deployed.
Operation Dawn Killer. Is that really? Is that the name of the mission for rescuing a bunch of civilians? Operation Dawn Killer. That doesn't sound good. I think that's the name of the aliens mission that they're doing against these civilians. You got this twisted.
We just picked up an emergency signal from one of the resistance camps. The aliens are sweeping the whole area, taking out anyone they can find. We're moving in to put a stop to it, and protect as many people as we can. Secure the site and neutralize all hostile contacts.
Alrighty. So we can see aliens. So we've got a pod here, right next to this pod, right next to this pod. Well, well, well. Let's pop into concealment. So we can pull off a nice ambush. We might as well move up a little bit before I do.
Ils verront rien du tout.
So, in these missions, the aliens' objective is to kill civilians. And even when you make yourself known, they won't always shoot at you. They might just decide to shoot at civilians. But it's not like they'll entirely ignore you just to kill civvies. Usually there'll be like one guy in each pod that just sits there and plugs away. Now... okay. So he reanimated a dead civilian as a zombie. Normally there are resistance operatives on the map that will be armed with guns and will shoot at the Advent, but I don't know if they're actually here. Now the collectors here are not, this is a mod thing. Collectors are from a mod. And mods can add all sorts of like these other factions. It's not in this mod list, but there are mod lists that add like SCP Foundation factions and GOC factions and Chaos Insurgency and and I think in this mod there are some 40k factions and stuff like that. So factions can be helpful to you depending on who they are. They can be sort of with their own goals, or they can be entirely on the alien side, such as these collectors.
I will find victims.
So we are going to just sort of post up here. We are going to be losing civvies, so we don't want to take too long. But getting a good ambush would be very nice. Okay, I'm not exactly sure what happened there. I don't think they should have broken formation, but... Yoshio Hayashi. Well, the collectors are not working with them. That's odd. They don't normally fight each other. We've seen collectors before. Okay, but that is to our advantage. Both because they're not going to fire at us completely, and they're not firing at civvies all the time. The downside is, since they've really broken formation here, there's no good ambush.
No respite for the dead. The aliens have found a way to mind control them now.
Attack. Overwhelm them.
And there's like a skunk outside my window, so that's good. That helps. That keeps you focused. Yeah, it's just like it builds. It's very faint like 45 seconds ago, and then it just builds and builds. Wonderful. Alright, well, I don't think we're gonna get a kick-ass ambush, so it's not really worth spending hours of our time in the hopes that we'll get it. So, fuck it. Blow them up. Nothing's in melee range, so fuck it.
Me ha pillado.
Yeah, give him something to think about. Oh, but we can venom stim something. Woohoo. Venom stimmed.
I am your doom.
We could venom stim. I don't know why I have 2 buttons for fire weapon. But let me just consider some things. Desert Flame. This is a 14%. This is not a guaranteed hit, unlike Pyrokinesis, which is a guaranteed hit. But ideally, I'd like to take out... not the size. I'd like to take out a sectoid, but that's not going to really be... That might be doable. It might be doable.
En route vers la position indiquée. Ils m'ont vu.
Okay, it's not doable, but... No, that's no good. Alright, hold on. 59% on the Desert Flame. Pyrokinesis is just a better bet as long as we have it. So fuck it, use it on the Sectoid Soldier. Alright, Rend. Nothing's ideal there. So the guy with the shield provides a low cover, which is very nice. I guess I'm just assuming that this guy will die that has the venom on him. Fuck it. Okay, and then... How did you take damage? Oh, maybe Pyrokinesis did a damage to you? That's fine. No, I want to use Venom Stim on something that has more than 4 HP. So, fuck it, I guess, just Overwatch. That guy definitely died. And alrighty, so we have the first Chosen, which always appears during the first Retaliation mission. So the Chosen are sort of the main thing around the War of the Chosen DLC. There are 3 of them. And these are like super units. These are like super enemies. They only ever appear one at a time. And there's a warlock, there's an assassin, and there's a third one. I don't remember. A hunter, I think it is, or something like that. There's a sniper, there's a melee one, and then there's one that uses psionics. And so they appear on certain missions pretty randomly, usually. And they are powerful. They will try and fuck you up. If you kill them, you don't really kill them. You just sort of send them packing. But you get like 20 extra ability points if you knock them out. And basically they continue to like plague you until you do covert actions and you sort of find out where their home base is, and you do a final mission to kill them once and for all. And you have to do that for each one. So it's just another interesting factor into missions that can pop up and ruin your day. And that's what XCOM's all about.
Evolution cannot be stopped. You will regret your resistance.
Alrighty. This seems like a good a target as anything. Get in there. Show us the power of the katana. Show how you have studied the blade. Oh my goodness. Okay. You studied the blade. Now, the Psy zombie, you don't have to kill. You can't kill, apparently. If you disorient or kill or stun the sectoid that created it, the Psy zombie goes away. But that's not really doable. So let's just move on, and I'll kill it with something, but not this guy. Okay. Maybe it will be this guy. I don't know. Spray just to hit a bunch of shit, but that would destroy my cover, so that's no good. Frag grenade. Oh, we could destroy the sectoid. Okay. I mean, if I destroy this, he might fall. Sure, let's just see what happens. Alright, you'd think that that would have killed probably both of them, but you'd be wrong. Alright, we're just gonna kill the Psy zombie then. Get our focus and be done with it. I could parry and just stay here, but I'd rather move.
Perhaps you should take further time to reflect, Templar.
We're gonna shield bash, rush in there, kapow! Oh, nice. That guy did die. All right, so I was talking about the Chosen, and I didn't even note which one it was. I assume it was the assassin. It's always the fucking assassin.
They would try to shake my confidence.
Alright, that works for me. That works for me. It is the assassin. So, yeah, the assassin, very annoying. Does a lot of stealth. Pops in, melees, pops out. And as you can see, they have a lot of health. They have weaknesses. But again, I forgot to look. Okay, well, at least we know where they are. Go for it. Nice. Alright, but we don't have... Your mobility is fucking atrocious. We really need to bump that up. I forgot to do the stats. Ugh. Ugh. Alright, we got recovery stims, which remove burning, which is good.
I go.
Okay. We've got pyrokinesis again, which, despite being poisoned, is a guaranteed hit. Whereas Desert Flame would suffer some pretty rough penalties due to currently being poisoned. Take out this biotrooper. It's right here. You're dead, boy. See? I told you.
Do you place on the lives of your enemy?
The situation is mostly contained. It's just the Chosen. Chosens don't ever go for civs, I don't think. But I don't like... Oh, yeah. Alright. So, yeah, the Chosen's goal is not to wipe out your soldiers.
And whatever knowledge they manage to extract is bound to help them find us again.
The Chosen's goal is to extract knowledge of XCOM from our soldiers. And they do that by, like, disorienting or whatever I forgot what they call it. I just saw it too, but they basically knock out one of your guys. And if you don't go over there next to them and pick them back up, they will go over to them and extract knowledge and then flee. So the Chosen's gone, it's all done, and that's going to penalize us in the future, but what's done is done. But this mission's pretty much over. Yeah, this mission's over.
Shrug off weakness.
Wow. Heals for fucking 5.
Always ready.
I thought you don't trigger. Yeah, you don't trigger Overwatch. I want someone who... There we go. Okay. So now you can creep up behind him and blast him with Desert Flame so I can see it. Oh my goodness.
The Chosen have recovered more information about us, Commander. If they keep this up, they'll eventually be able to find the Avenger. We need to stop them.
Alright. Still fairly easy, but we fucked up with the Chosen, and that's no good. And we had help from the collectors, so... It's hard to say. It's hard to say.
Outreach forces were ambushed earlier today while spreading their message of unity and hope to the outer settlements.
I wonder if there's some way we could protect our soldiers from whatever it is the Chosen are doing to them in the field.
That's a good idea. Alright, so everyone got promoted except the Templar, which is fine. He's gotten enough.
Outstanding job leading the resistance.
Alright, so... Yeah, due to being poisoned during that mission, Amber Williams has now developed toxophobia. So they have a chance to panic when poisoned or when squad mates are poisoned. That's pretty shitty. Now, at some point, you can sort of work off these negative traits and make them go away. But not at the moment. So that's just luck of the draw. Alrighty, a lot of upgrades. You'll notice that some characters got promoted that were not even on the mission, and that's due to another mod that gives... It gives every soldier, pretty much, that is not a rookie, XP whenever you do a mission. So that way, if your whole primary team gets wiped out, you're not... the game's not over. You have other soldiers that have been getting promoted too. Alright, so she can now take... Sure, let's work on this geomancy. It seems pretty interesting. Soldier stats. I'll do that off camera. Sakura Saito. Shotgun. What do we got? So we can go with some more sawed off. Firing one barrel of the sawed-off shotgun with point blank no longer ends the turn. That's all right. Or trench gun. That's pretty good. Hunter instincts. Range attacks against flanks. Enemies deal +2 damage. That's sort of pretty good. Johann. We have 2 Johans? We have 2 Johans. Both from Norway. Sweden. Fuck. Sorry to all Norwegians and Swedenese. Alright. Medic. Quick stim. Let's your next stim gun ability not cost an action point. Bloodlet. Standard shots now cause bleeding. Or we go into toxic bullet and sedation. Yeah, I like that. There you go. Okay, Carlos Diaz of the Diaz twins. Run towards an enemy and stab them with your grenade launcher. Has that sentence ever appeared before in the English language? I don't think that seems to be a typo or something. Because it says compatible with combat knives. Yeah, I sort of regret going with anarchist because it all seems to be more utility grenades. So with that in mind, let us go with light ordnance and grenade shredder, so we can build up the utility. It's been decided. The other Johann, our hacker, shots can't be dodged. That's all right. That doesn't mean they can't miss. They just can't be dodged. But we're going to go with combat protocol. So let's use our gremlin to do guaranteed damage, especially on robotic enemies. That's quite a bit. Carol Diaz. So, probably double grip because it's just a passive, more damage and armor penetration. I feel like that's pretty important. But the other stuff is all really good. Like, yeah, I'm pretty sure Abyssal Blade does absurd amount of damage. It costs 3 health, but you should get one. Yeah, Night Sword basically steals health with a melee attack. Macabre Waltz just like is an AoE melee. Arms of Ahriman is another life drain. This Harvest Scythe is an AoE life. I mean, it's like, because it all just sort of feeds into fucking Abyssal Blade. It's super good. But we're going to go with double grip first. And I'm just going to get this out of the way. More mobility, please. And we'll give you a bunch of dodge. All right, and finally, our leader, Chavez. So it's all sort of based around shield wall, which is pretty good. So let's go with Raptor Whirlwind just because it sounds fun. That's what we're all about here. We're all about having fun. All right. I'm going to leave it off here. We are having fun. It's going pretty well. Nothing too crazy yet, but I think it's probably going to get crazy. It'll probably get crazier. Don't worry. My name is Mangg. Game watching has been XCOM 2. See you fine folks in the next part.